I got a bad feeling about this. I got to be honest with you, T.
It's not going to end well. I have an idea.
No.
Or it's going to end abruptly.
Abruptly, yes. That's where I was going with that. Abrupt ending is how this show is going to end. And I just hope we're aware when it happens. That we don't talk for an hour and a half and then find out, oh, shit, we've been off air for an hour.
Well, I think when the lights go off, it'd be a pretty good indication.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, I think that's how we'll know. Hey.
We have people listening all over the country in places like very warm Arizona and Florida, California. And I know, at least in Arizona, I know this storm that's going through is affecting everywhere. I was talking to G a little while ago, and he said, yeah, it's cloudy and chilly here.
Oh, that poor son of a bitch.
I know, right? But we are dealing with it here. It's been below freezing for the first time in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a nice stretch,
it's been
really.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, it's been sunny a lot of days and warmer 50s.
Yeah, it hit 60 at one point.
Yeah, which is very rare for Michigan in February. But anyway, today it's been...
We got an ice storm.
We got an ice storm. It's a sheet of ice out, and it's like below freezing, so then it's raining, and then it rained a little bit, but then it was sleeting some more and ice, and, you know, we've just got a nice sheen of ice over everything, and so... at some point, something will give out.
Generally.
as
the lights flicker.
The lights just flickered.
Well,
Oh, boy, this is a mistake all the way around.
let's get right to it, shall we?
Yeah, what are we going to do when the whole thing goes kaput, which it very well could.
Well,
so, anyway.
You get what you get today. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. You get what you get today, but hey, we'll take it, you know.
Yes, indeedy.
This is welcome to winter in Michigan. Why don't we get radiofor1.com out of the way?
Let's pay the bills up front.
Yeah, let's do that quick. radiofor1.com. Of course, you can listen live there when we're live. You can get our merch there, sweatshirts, hats, winter beanies, good right now. I could go for one of those. Amazon link, Amazon Canada, My Pillow as well. Use promo code TDC, whether you use the My Store or My Pillow. Groupon, also a link to our Patreon page that I promise you we will be adding more stuff to this week. I promise you that. You can take that to the bank. We just got to get through our shows here. But, yeah, anyways, continue using that stuff. And,
There you go.
yeah, you want to do a read too?
Oh, definitely, because the crew at Zott Ford and Holly is jonesing to help you get a brand new Ford, all while delivering exceptional deals and a world-class experience. Right now, you can lease a new loaded 22 F-150 Super Crab. Why am I doing Super Crap? XLT 4x4 as low as $292 a month for just 24 months. Also a jammed up 22 Explorer XLT as low as $333 a month for 24 months. And if you tell your friends over at Zott Ford the TDC sent you, they're going to kick in an extra $500 worth of accessories at no additional charge with that new F-150. Zott Ford is still paying $2,000 over the appraised value when you lease or buy a new Escape, Edge, or Explorer, but only if you know the name of Eric Beatty's favorite little critter, Tony. Finally, Gabar and the team are still going nuts and offering 0% financing on lots of new in-stock vehicles. So go check out their voluptuous inventory and dazzling deals at dealsfromthed.com. Okay, we're off to a rousing start. Looking good.
We had a bang-up show last night. So
I think so.
I don't care.
Sure.
That was so much fun.
Yeah. Well, in the scariest way possible.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, we didn't have anything to do with it. We're just reporting it.
No, but we're going to live it. Is the problem.
Yeah. It'll be here sooner than we realize, too.
I think
that's the problem. You know, it used to be like, well, in 50 years, maybe they'll have flying cars. Now we're at light speed, so it's going to be like, oh, wow, they're getting close with those robots and shit. It's like, yeah, that'll be here in a week.
Did you see Dubai is doing the flying cars, like in flying Ubers?
No.
I think by like 25. They're supposed to be having them. They're putting in like helipads on all the hotels, and you can catch a flying like car from the airport that takes you straight to your hotel.
Wow.
And I forget the date line, the timeline on it, but I think it was like 2025.
What do they? Do they actually drive
They're like, I mean,
cars too, or are
they're
they just
like,
little
I
planes?
think they're just like big drones, basically.
Wow. Dude, if
see.
Dubai's doing that before us, that's kind of embarrassing, isn't it?
Well, they got all the money in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is right here. Look at.
Let me see.
There's the flying
Oh,
taxi.
yeah. Dude, that's right out of what was that movie I had on yesterday?
I don't know, the one you were watching?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was terrible.
Let's see. What's that over there?
Yeah, but it had
Yeah, so I didn't see the
Divergent
Oh,
series.
20
I was watching the Divergent series
I guess
with
was that
Shailene Woodley
2028, 2026, whatever that says right there?
by 26.
Yeah, 26.
Flying taxi takeoff. I wonder if it'll probably cost $5,000 to go from Dubai International to.
Look at the dudes in the man jammies.
Oh,
But yeah, look at it. All it is just a giant drone. That's all. I mean, they're all like a bunch of
Those guys are going to get in that thing, shut the door, and their fucking man jammies are going to be flipping on the outside.
hanging out. Oh, you're gonna get a big old.
I wonder if
black
that's
schmear.
comfortable. Have you ever worn one of those? I mean, because it looks like they should be walking around with like a Ichabod Crane candle and one of those fucking long sleep
I mean,
hats.
I'm sure that it is ultimately. I mean, especially me, I'd go commando under there, so it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way
Like-
more
it's like-
comfortable than what the women wear.
Like
though.
wearing a robe.
Yeah. It'd be way better than the women.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
that covering your face shit with
Yeah, it's
everything.
Garbaggio.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No bueno.
No.
But yeah, that's you're talking about the flying cars and shit. Then I just saw that the other day. 2026. They've
2026.
pledged a launch by 2026.
Huh.
Insane.
Yeah, that is pretty insane.
We're there, buddy.
And if they're drones,
We're there.
that would work.
of course.
That would totally work if it's just a giant drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that. But the problem is you need like clearance, like aviation clearance.
I mean, it's their shit for one.
Well,
but
obviously, yeah, but
not under a certain altitude. I don't think you do.
No?
I think there's a certain altitude that you have to reach before you need any kind of clearance, and I don't think they would ever get that high.
I don't know if that's true because when you've got personal planes like Ryan or whatever,
Yeah, but
he might be
this is-
flying at 4,000 feet or 3,000 feet. He still needs to go
sure.
based on flight routes.
And that's probably up high enough. This is just going to be buzzing through the city, just going to the tops of the hotels and to wherever the helipads are. This isn't taking you like to the next city. This is just an Uber. That's all it is, a taxi.
Yeah, it's an air taxi. But then if you got enough of them, you can figure out paths.
Yeah, well, they're all programmed or
All right, let
controlled.
them figure it out, and then we'll ship it over here, and we'll figure it out over here.
Oh man, I want one though
I do too. Yeah,
because I hate traffic.
yeah, I do too. It'd be a great way to get to work,
Definitely.
commute-wise. How is that for carbon footprint, though?
If they're electric, amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
So
probably right.
I mean, I don't know any gas drones.
Yeah,
I mean, the big ones that kill people and shit. I bomb
Maybe those
civilians
do.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Those might be
Yeah.
jet fuel. I don't know
True.
exactly, but
True.
for the most part,
yeah. All right, we're 8 minutes in, and we have not lost.
not even another flicker.
Yeah, I think we're good so far.
We'll see.
Have you followed the East Palestine? I think it's Palestine, not Palestine.
Yes, they exactly like Moscow. They
Yeah.
change it a little bit so you don't get confused.
Yeah. Have you followed that story at all?
A bit. I mean, I know there's a train that derailed with
Yeah.
some nasty chemicals, and then they blew it up. When
Norfolk Southern
yeah,
train. Good logo with the horse head and
when I saw the original picture of the mushroom cloud,
yeah.
I thought that was fake. I thought
Really?
I thought that was like them, using a picture of a mushroom cloud,
Yeah.
for dramatic
No.
effect.
No,
and then I
it
was
was
like,
real.
holy shit, that's really it.
We haven't talked about this at all.
No.
It's been going on for like 18 days now or something.
It's been that long
Yeah,
now?
15,
Yeah,
16
wow.
days. It's been a couple weeks since that happened. And it's absolutely embarrassing what's going on. And I don't want to be that cynical because I know that if you watch Fox News, for instance, they'll be like, yeah, this is a hardcore conservative base. They voted 71% for Trump or something. And so Biden doesn't care about him. And it's like, well, you got to be really cynical to think that. Like, an actual president of the United States would just be like, fuck them. They're just a bunch of white people who voted for Trump, so we don't care
9/11.
about them. Huh?
9/11.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You have to be pretty cynical, but at the same time, I don't know what to make of it.
I don't. I mean, I don't know what
it's horrific. What it is going on in the ground? Like day one, they're showing all the dead fish in the rivers and the dead frogs.
I
And
saw a video the other day. I was like a TikToker or something, but this guy and this girl are standing next to like a small river, big creek, something like that.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
oh, I've seen a bunch of them.
Where they throw the rock in and all the shit comes up to the top?
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
it's terrifying.
It looks like it's just great, just nice, awesome water running by, and they throw a rock in there, and all this shit starts coming up, and it's
Yeah.
like an oil slick. All
Looks
the
like
rainbow stuff.
looks like an Arby's sandwich. You know, with the red and the blue and shit on the meat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy. J.D. Vance was there, you know, who's I don't know, congressman, senator from Ohio, whatever, but he had that movie made about him, about his life, about growing up in, shit, I should have thought of this before I talked about it, but the Ron Howard movie that he did about growing up in the Appalachian mountain areas and the drug problems, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
That was based on J.D. Vance and his childhood with a fucking shitty mom who's all drugged up and whatnot. But he went down there and just,
Hillbilly Elegy
yeah,
in 2020.
yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you.
Hey, doing my work over here.
Hell yeah, got it going. So he went down there and he went to one of those creek beds and just had like a stick and just went thunk and just scraped it across the bottom of the creek bed.
Yeah.
And it was just like
It just starts coming up.
all of it. Just like you said, an oil slick.
Yep.
We all know what that water looks like.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah, when you spill gas, like if you're ever boating or anything, you spill a little gas in the water
Yeah.
when you're filling it up.
or some idiot pours gas in the pool
Oh,
or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yes.
God, can you
Exactly.
imagine?
Oh, I mean, who would do that? But
No one. That too.
No, this is not nearly getting nearly the coverage it should. This
Yeah.
is an environmental disaster.
Yeah.
We may not know the full extent of. We won't know the full extent of this for a long, long time.
And these people are not, this isn't Beverly Hills. Okay. These
farmland.
are,
I mean, it's-
well, and the people that live there have very modest starter homes. Not saying that everywhere around that area in Ohio was like that, but the coverage that I've seen are what a lot of us had when we first bought our first house. They're 1,000 square feet or smaller, a lot of the ones I saw, and they're young couples. There was a couple, I was watching Tucker Carlson last night, and he had a couple on, this guy and his wife, and this dude had just turned 30, right? He turned 30 like a week ago. And his wife is there, and just a modest-looking living room that they're sitting in. And he's coughing the whole fucking interview.
Yeah.
He's coughing. And the story is that he's been coughing up blood. He's been coughing up blood. By the sounds of it, and I don't know, I mean, I like to think that a lot of people have options. You know what I mean? Like, well, and maybe this is just my privilege showing where it's like, well, I could always go to my parents' house, I suppose. I could go to Arizona and hang out with G, or I could go to California and move in with my sister if I need. Not everybody has those options.
Most people don't have that option.
Exactly.
Not everybody. Like
Right.
Most people.
Most
don't have
people
that,
don't.
right?
And I understand that. I totally
A
understand.
lot of those people probably all their family is within 10 square miles probably of
Right. Right. And this idea that oh yeah, it's
fucking hauls right out of your mouth.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting ice in the glass again and you
Yeah.
stop it.
I can't help it. It's
Just
terrible.
leave it in your mouth. Stop fucking rattling it on your teeth.
I'm sorry. It's gone now.
All right, good.
Jesus. Leave me alone.
Tuck it in there like a dip. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Leave it down there.
Or
Just
burn a hole through my
clanging it around all day.
I'm sorry.
It takes a lot to get onto me, and that was so. I
Well.
apologize to our listeners for that.
Yeah, and I know better, but I can't help it. It's
I
either that
know.
or cough. But I just feel so bad for these people, and it's like, where are the people that normally, whether it's FEMA or the EPA, people like go to I don't care if it's a tornado comes through, and you immediately see the administration on the ground and their people.
Well, I don't know if there's a difference between like those are natural disasters, and this is there's a responsible party for this. Sort of like the The BP like oil spill.
Yeah.
You know, like that they were responsible.
Exxon or
Exxon, whatever.
Well,
There's more
BP
than one.
too.
Yeah. But they were responsible for that. Like, so I don't think there was.
Is that the Valdez? Exxon
the
Valdez?
Exxon Valdez. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been because there was a pipeline that burst too.
Yeah.
I think different things like that. So
Wait, the one we blew up?
no. Yeah.
That one? Oh yeah.
There's been a
we didn't blow it up. Sure.
But those are not. I was saying that when you get FEMA and you get the relief aid like that from the federal level, those are generally natural disasters. So they may not. It may not be the same type of response. For
I
this.
think it is though,
Maybe.
or it's
It probably
supposed to be.
It should be.
I think
yeah.
when you've got a disaster, you've got a disaster. It has nothing to do with the people. They didn't do it.
No.
You know what I mean? So you can take Norfolk Southern or Norfolk Southern, the train company, and you can in the end, like, we'll sort this out later about who's responsible, who owes what money.
Yeah, you get the bill.
But for now,
day one,
get your ass down there with pallets and pallets of water and pallets or put. I mean, you have no problem taking fucking illegals from the border and putting them up in high rises all over your major cities for free for months at a time. You can't take your own American citizens and go, you know what, we're busing you guys 200 miles away, and you're all going to stay at a Hilton for the next 3 months.
Yep.
On the government until we figure out that we can absolutely know without certainty. We've tested the air, we've
salaries
tested the water.
will be paid.
Yeah, we've tested the dirt, the soil. Everything has been. We treated this like Chernobyl, and we blocked off this couple-mile area, and everybody in there. We just filled up hotels, and the hotels will take you because the government's footing the tab. They'd love to fill their hotels.
Sure, probably 3 times the going rate.
Exactly. Whatever it takes, you look after your American citizens.
You should.
Certainly as much as you look after the fucking illegals that weren't invited here and are just like on the dime now. So, no offense to them, but it's like, okay, when push comes to shove and something shitty goes down, you expect your government to step in. And I hate to be that cynical to go, yeah, you know what? If this happened in a Democrat stronghold, would they be boots on the ground? I don't know how else to look at it, though.
Well,
I know that's just, is it just flat ineptitude, or is there any possibility that there's something to that? Why is fucking Mayor Pete, why is his ass not there? He hasn't been there once yet.
I don't, yeah. He's going to.
Oh, he's going to. You know why he's going to?
Because he's getting because it's finally blown up.
Yeah.
5 hours ago, Buttigieg to visit Buttigieg to visit East Palestine, Ohio, to evaluate the train derailment response.
Yeah, 18 days later.
Yeah.
You know why that happened now? He was getting pressure from even his fucking friendliest media outlets, George Stephanopoulos and the likes.
Is he back from paternity leave now? Is that why?
He's back from paternity leave,
Okay.
yes. His adopted son, or his adopted kids, he and his husband, both got paternity leave, as they should, obviously. When you have a baby, it tears the human body apart.
It really does.
And you need to be there, you know what I mean, for your husband. Shit. I mean, you guys just had kids, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, that initial bonding with that 8-year-old, really critical.
Right. Plus, when it takes the human body, what it does, and it really, it'll render you, basically immobile for a few weeks, and you got to be there for your significant other.
Yeah.
So Pete's there for his husband's there for them. Giving birth is no easy task.
Not for a guy. It's really got to blow that ass out.
Yeah.
A lot.
I thought it was the penis hole. Is it the asshole?
I think it's got to come out the asshole, I would think. That's where the listen, you put a penis in a vagina and you come, it comes out the vagina. You put a penis in the butt and you come, it comes out the butt.
Okay.
Come on, it's basic science, dude.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a great point.
Skip that day of sex
It's a
ed.
great point. And the prolapsing alone that must go on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That thing will
it's a mess.
Gaped for days.
Yeah, exactly.
Just hanging open, turds just falling out.
But so Mayor Pete, and again, not to be too cynical, but I know you can't say this, it's like Voldemort, but former President Donald Trump showed up in East Palestine or Palestine
Yeah.
today. And he announced like a week
18 days
ago.
later.
Yeah, but he announced like he's not in office. It's not his
Correct.
fucking
It's
job
not.
to be there.
Nope, it's his potential votes though.
Yeah. So he said, "I'm going there. It'll bring attention and blah blah blah." And he showed up there today, I guess, with pallets and pallets and pallets of Trump water.
Oh boy.
Fucking
Of
guy's
course.
unbelievable.
Yep.
And then he bought Big Macs apparently for all the workers.
All right.
There.
Hey, you know what? Good for you. Do something. That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just campaigning, is all this is, really. But
Well, I think there's some. I don't put it past him that he wouldn't. Yeah, maybe I do.
yeah, otherwise, all that shit would have already been there before him. He would have just been sending supplies if it
Yeah.
was just truly out of the generosity of his own heart and the really caring
Yeah,
about
but
the
if
actual
if
people.
if part of the thing is getting attention, him being there even more so than the pallets of goods is going to be a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
I'm sure
Trump has proven
he's definitely
selfish
doing it
enough.
for the attention. He's definitely doing it for the attention. No doubt about that. And I'm not saying it's wrong what he's doing. I'm just saying that, this is just campaigning is what it is.
Yeah, I
Glorified.
Hopefully
Hopefully good,
know
hopefully
that.
good comes from it.
I don't know that from with 100% certainty. However, Trump has a very, very long track record of caring more about himself than literally almost anybody.
True.
So, and whatever.
I'm not saying he
I
doesn't
don't
care
need
about the people either. If he wasn't campaigning, he wouldn't have showed up with his MAGA hat on.
Oh, did he show up there with a MAGA hat on? Yeah. Well,
Of course.
honestly, I didn't even see it. I just
No,
saw
no.
the headline there. I
Yeah.
know. I know this menu better than all of you, and he orders Big Macs for it. That's the headline.
Of course, he's got his MAGA hat on.
See, you know what? I did see a picture of him, and he didn't have the MAGA hat on. So he must not have been wearing it in the plane or something.
Well, maybe.
When he got out and waved to people. But
Right?
yeah, it's just sad that
Water.
yeah.
Is that even really a thing, or did he just that's
No,
what took
yeah,
him
Trump water was a thing.
Is it?
Yeah,
right.
Trump steaks, Trump water.
Yeah, well, I
all
knew
that
the Trump
shit.
steak stuff, but
Yeah. But it does feel like a betrayal. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get too overly political about it, but seeing Biden on the ground in fucking Kiev and Poland,
Yeah.
While this is going on in your
holding
own
hands
country,
with Volodymyr Zelensky.
Yeah.
Holding hands in that picture I saw.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy. Weird. It's just
This way, Joe. Here.
yeah,
come,
over here.
Come on, stay with me.
Them playing the air horn when they haven't been bombed in weeks over there where they are, and it was like this. Everyone agrees it was just like, oh, he's on the ground and we're making this photo moment. So have the air horns going, so it seems like it's a really dangerous place.
Yeah.
Stop it. You know what? I'm really this idea that this open-ended. We're just going to give billions and billions of American taxpayer dollars to Ukraine.
Another half a bill.
Forever.
Heads up, another half bill coming in.
Yeah, you can't send $100 million to East Palestine, but you can just fucking fly halfway across 5,000 miles away. You're 200 miles away from where this train derailment happened 18 days ago. You haven't referenced it once. These people are on the only channel that'll have them, Fox News, constantly coughing up blood. Fucking women are talking about these massive migraines they've got. You can tell these people don't have shit.
No.
And they don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, this
And it's
is-
like their government has completely failed them.
I don't know what.
And it takes until, sorry, not to cut you off, too,
No, you're
but
good.
it takes until Trump announces he's going there, and now all of a sudden, fucking Mayor Pete, oh yeah, me too,
Yeah.
me too, I'm on my way. Where the fuck have you been, clown? Sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. You are right, and it is a reaction. And I'm not, like I said, hopefully something good comes out of this, and it's probably too late, regardless. At this point, damage has been done. I mean, the water's fucked, the ground's fucked. This is farmland. This is, I mean, this whole area is fucked.
Their governor
For-
DeWine, fuck him. Who's a
generations.
Republican, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be generations. You're right. And you know that if it was in a wealthy part of the country, imagine that in D.C. Imagine where they live, or where Nancy Pelosi lives in
Yeah.
fucking San Francisco. Imagine how quickly they'd clean that mess up and they would do whatever it took to make sure that the community believed in what was going on and felt that they were up to speed on what was being done.
Well, I would like to know how the procedure and the protocol went down as far as when they were blowing this thing up. I mean, it was leaking, so they were going to burn it to burn the stuff off. But
yeah.
I mean, did they evacuate the area before they did this? What was the timeline? Like I said, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the story to know exactly how it all went down.
Yeah, it's a little weird,
which is,
and who knows who to believe.
Right.
I think what they were worried about,
I know
have
every
this
second.
spill.
I know every second of the Michigan State shooting.
Right.
Timeline, so second by second, frame by frame.
Right.
But I don't know exactly how this thing went down.
Yeah.
Odd.
The train derailment happens, and they've got all these chemicals that are leaking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you believe their word, why they would do that? They feared that it was going to spark and go up and be an uncontrolled blaze, where they figured it's better for us to have a controlled blaze where we get down there, we light it on fire, and it's like everyone saw the mushroom cloud, and what is it, vinyl something they talk about, like all the poisons,
chloride, whatever.
Yeah, vinyl chloride, and it was, you've probably heard it talked about it being a World War I, gas poison that they used. It's a skin irritant, gives people rashes and coughs and fucking eyes are a mess.
Yeah. That's what
all
they used to
kinds
make,
of
like
shit.
PVC or something with it.
Yeah,
Some of the
exactly.
components for that.
Exactly. And they don't, the people there, it's like, yeah, we got a manifest list of what was on this train, but even that is up for debate about what's in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad. I did see this story. The EPA ordered Norfolk Southern, the company at the center of the derailment, to manage the cleanup of the chemical spill. Local and state authorities evacuated all residents within 1 mile of the derailment and started this control burn. Vinyl chloride, known carcinogen used to manufacture PVC. Okay, we were right. Was emitted from 5 train cars in the form of massive plumes of dark smoke. The EPA said on Tuesday Norfolk Southern must clean contaminated soil and water, reimburse the EPA for cleaning services that will be offered to residents and businesses, and attend public meetings to update residents on the cleanup process. Okay, so they weren't even showing up at these meetings. And the townsfolk, you can imagine, are going out of their minds. They're like, where's Mayor Pete? Isn't he in charge?